Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought I would do something a little bit different and do a makeup tutorial for you guys. Now, I don't do these very often simply because my makeup routine very rarely changes, but I have recently made one change that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and it's also a little bit of an autumnal look because I have a darker lip on and a darker eyeshadow as well. So I love makeup. I know it's not for everyone, but I put it on every single day. I grew up with a mum and sister who had absolutely no interest in makeup, but I've just always loved it. And I think what I really like about it is the confidence that it gives me. When I put makeup on, I just feel so much better going out into the world. And that might sound silly to some, but it does make a massive difference to me. So I put it on every single day, but as a busy mum of 3, I have very little time to do it. I have like 5 minutes. So this routine is like a mummy makeup routine as well. I pretty much use my fingers, no brushes for all of it. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So firstly, I wanted to talk to you about 2 things that I do that really speed up my makeup routine. The first thing is I have individual lash extensions. So I go to a salon every 3 to 4 weeks and they will glue on little lashes onto my own lashes, and they just make them longer, and it also keeps them staying very dark, so you don't always need mascara and stuff like that. So yeah, I've had them done like that for about 8 years, and so far so good. I haven't had my own lashes damaged at all. Every now and then I'll take like a 2-week break and just make sure my own lashes seem okay, but my own lashes are so short. I love having them done, but warning, if you start having your eyelash extensions done, you may get addicted like I did. The second thing that I have just recently done is I've had my eyebrows microbladed. So microblading, I think it is like a not very deep tattoo, so they will stay on for about a year. I actually only had my top up done about a week ago, so they will probably lighten a little bit from the color that they are now because they're still healing a little bit, but basically I really researched who I went to for microblading because I draw my brows on every single morning and it does take time, and sometimes I get it wrong. One looks slightly different to the other, and I just really wanted to have it done because my friend had hers and they look fabulous. So I went on personal recommendation. I went to the lady that she went to. She's based in Essex, so I will link her details in the description if you're in this area, but definitely do your research. See if anyone else has gone to her, look at their Instagram as well, and we talked about the color we wanted together, and I'm so pleased with them. It also didn't hurt as much as I was expecting it to. She used a numbing cream on my eyebrows, and I think, you know, once you've gone through childbirth 3 times, like, microblading is just nothing. But yeah, I'm really pleased with them, and they will stay like this for up to a year. So I just wake up and it's such a difference. I have my brows, I have my lashes, I'm pretty much there. So that's 2 things that I have been doing, and I'm really pleased with them so far. And then this is how I do the rest of my makeup. So this is my no makeup face. I have nothing on my skin. Obviously you can still see my eyebrows and my lashes, but I look a bit tired. I also have a little bit of discoloration here and here, so I'm gonna put some makeup on. I store all of my makeup in one of these clear plastic storage things that I bought on Amazon. I just find it's really easy to use, and I always start out with my foundation. I like to put foundation on first because then I find I use less concealer. If this covers a lot of the things I want to conceal, then I don't need to use as much concealer. So I've used this foundation for so many years. It is the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I wear it in 3N1, which is ivory beige. It's got very good coverage. I think some people think it can be quite thick, but personally, as a busy mum, I like to put foundation on once and have it stay on all day, and this does this. I've even worn this during labor, and you'll see the pictures after I've given birth. I've still got the makeup on. Yeah, so I just apply this with my fingers. I'll just put a dot on each cheek, forehead, and then my nose and my chin. And I'll only really use a brush if there are some like really dark parts of my face that I want to cover. probably looking a million times better. But as I said, sometimes I will take my brush, this is a Real Techniques brush, and just use a little bit of the foundation, specifically around my nose. I have a scar on my nose, and sometimes I can look a little bit like Rudolph, so I tend to go in with a brush on like the places that need more coverage. I will normally just do my nose and my chin as well. Now I just need to conceal, so I'm using the Clarins Instant Concealer. I wear this in the lightest color it comes in. I wear it in number 1, and I find it's really brightening without getting cakey. And one of these tubes, although they can be like expensive I guess for concealer, they last me 6 to 7 months. They last so long. And again, I just put it on with my fingers. I don't really use a brush because I'm a busy mum, I don't really have time, and I will just pat it in like this. Yeah, hopefully you can see that. I feel like this really brightens my under eye. And then I'll just take a little bit more concealer, and if there's any blemishes, like I have a tiny spot just here, I will just put that in. And sometimes I'll also do like the corners of my nose, they can be quite dark. Next up, I'm going to move on to blusher and bronzer, which is probably my favorite. I feel like it makes such a massive difference at making me look healthy again. And I really love the Charlotte Tilbury. It is the Film Star Bronze and Blush Glow. So in it, you get a nice bronzer and also a really pinky blush. So I would just put the blusher on the apples of my cheeks. I'll just do a little smile and add that in, and I just feel like that looks like it's brought blood back to my face. Not like I've had just 4 or 5 hours sleep. And then I will go in with the bronzer and I will contour as I always do. I do the tops of my forehead like the sun would hit it, and then I go down around here under my cheekbones so you can suck in your cheeks. And then I carry on and I go under my chin to try and contour my double chin a little bit. But the easiest way to remember how to contour is to do a 3 and an E. So that's all I do. I don't know if that's right. That's just what I do. This Charlotte Tilbury palette is quite expensive. It's £50, so it's a bit of an investment, but I really like to use good quality makeup. And again, it lasts me such a long time. I can't even remember the last time I repurchased it. It does really last well. I also have the darker version of the Charlotte Tilbury palette. This is for when we go on holiday and I get a tan, but in that there's also a really nice like glowy highlighter. So with the highlighter, I will just do the tops of my cheekbones, and then I basically go down the middle of my face. I don't know if this is right, but I feel like it adds a nice glow to my nose. And then I also like to do my Cupid's bow, which is the top of my lip. Apparently, if you highlight that, it will make your lips look bigger. I don't know. Then if I have time to put on eyeshadow, which I must admit I don't every day, but if I do want to put some on, these two are great. They're so quick and easy to put on. They're the Charlotte Tilbury liquid eyeshadows. They've got great staying power, and I just really like the colors that they come in. My two favorite are Jean, which is a really nice light color, and then Bet is a little bit darker. It has a little bit more depth to it. It's like a brownie kind of color. But today I think I'll just put on a little bit of Jean in the middle just to show you guys the two colors, and then I'll put on a little Bet as well. But I must admit the Bet one is one I would more likely wear when we go on a night out. I just really like it because you don't have to blend loads of different colors together like they do in most beauty tutorials. You can just whack it on and it looks quite good. Well, I'll let you be the judge of that. Hang on. So this is the Jean color. It's just a really nice soft light eyeshadow, and I feel like it just makes me look a little bit more awake, whereas the Bet color is this kind of like deep brown, which is really nice for like this time of year. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see that. I've literally just whacked it on really quickly, but I do love using them. Then also for my eyes, if I need to add a little bit more to my brows, which at the moment they're very fresh and I probably don't need to, but this is great because it adds a little bit of tint. This is the GimMe Brow from Benefit, and I wear it in number 3, which is like a medium brown, and it not only gives your hairs a little bit more color, but it also keeps them in place. It's just a little wand, and you literally just like put it through your brows, and I've used it for years. I just really love it. It's just so quick and easy. Also, if you ever get like powder or foundation into your brows, this is great for just kind of defining them again. So I love that. And then if I ever wear mascara, which with lashes like this, you don't really need to ever, but I've left mine for so long now that I am gonna top them up with a little bit of mascara. I really like this one. It is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I find on me personally, it stays in place. I must have watery eyes or something, because most mascaras like run under my eyes and it's the most annoying thing, but I'm just gonna literally go over this a tiny bit. Yeah, so this is pretty much it. All that's left to do is add some lips, and this depends day to day what I add. Sometimes I will literally add a little bit of lip liner and then a tinted Vaseline on my lips, or I have loads of lipsticks that I like to use. For everyday use, my favorite ones are like Coachella, Coral, Hot Emily. Both of those are from Charlotte Tilbury, and I love like darker ones, like Walk of Shame is a great one. But today I'm gonna try this one. It's a Hollywood Lips. Again, Charlotte Tilbury. I sort of had a big spend on there once when it was my birthday, and I thought this was a really autumnal color. So this is the lip color. It is actually quite dark, but it is very autumnal, and I like that it is matte as well. But this is it. This is my makeup routine. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.